Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the unique world of Gensei-ryu, a dynamic and influential karate style. Gensei-ryu was founded by the legendary Seiken Shukumine, known for his deep understanding of martial arts and innovative techniques. This style seamlessly blends traditional Okinawan karate with modern interpretations, creating a system that is both practical and philosophically rich. In this video, we'll take a closer look at its origins, fundamental principles, and what makes Gensei-ryu stand out from other karate styles. Gensei-ryu traces its roots back to Okinawa, the birthplace of many traditional karate styles. Seiken Shukumine, a highly skilled martial artist, founded Gensei-ryu in the mid-20th century. Having trained in traditional styles like Shorin-ryu and Goju-ryu, Shukumine sought to refine these teachings by integrating innovative techniques and strategies. His goal was to create a style that maintained the essence of Okinawan karate while advancing the practice to better suit modern combat situations. Gensei-ryu emphasizes adaptability, making it both a defensive and offensive martial art. History. Seiken Shukumine. Gensei-ryu has its origins in the Okinawan karate styles of Shuri-te and Tamari-te, which were named after the cities where they were developed. These styles, along with Naha-te, formed the foundation of Okinawan martial arts, often referred to collectively as Okinawa-te. One of the key figures in Shuri-te was Soken Bushi Matsumura, who taught many prominent karate figures, including Gichin Funakoshi, the founder of Shotokan. Among Matsumura's lesser-known students was Bushi Takemura, who later taught Soko Kishimoto. Kishimoto, in turn, became a key influence on Seiken Shukumine, the founder of Gensei-ryu. Born December 9, 1925 in Nago on the Japanese island of Okinawa, started at age 8 with karate lessons from Anko Sadoyama, a grandmaster in Koryu karate, old-style/school Chinese techniques. He trained him for 4 years. When Shukumine was about 14 years old, he was accepted by Kishimoto. Kishimoto was very selective. He had only 9 kohai, equals disciples, throughout his life, and also Seiken Shukumine had to insist many times before Kishimoto decided to teach the young man. The last 2 students of Kishimoto actually were Seiken Shukumine and Saitaka Higa, born 1920. Another source states that Seiken Shukumine was tested before Kishimoto accepted him as a student. When Shukumine and Kishimoto met for the first time, Kishimoto took a poker and threw a piece of wooden coal with full force toward Shukumine, who evaded. Kishimoto accepted him as a student on one condition: to promise him to keep the techniques a secret. During World War II, an 18-year-old Seiken Shukumine was drafted into the Japanese Navy and became part of the Kamikaze Corps, where he trained as a Kaiten pilot. Kaiten were one-man submarines filled with explosives, designed for suicide attacks against American warships. Shukumine's task was to navigate these small crafts through a maze of steel netting that protected the ships from such assaults. He approached this challenge with a martial artist mindset, developing techniques to maneuver through tight spaces and avoid enemy torpedoes, lessons that would later influence his unique approach to karate. Shukumine's deep reflections during this time laid the foundation for the future of Gensei-ryu. He realized that just as he needed to break through physical defenses in warfare, a martial artist must also develop strategies to overcome an opponent's defenses in combat. This understanding of fluid, dynamic movement became a core principle in his karate philosophy. His Kaiten training, focusing on agility and adaptability, inspired him to innovate within traditional karate, ultimately shaping Gensei-ryu's distinctive techniques. Fortunately, Shukumine was never called upon to carry out a suicide mission, and he survived the war. However, when he returned home, he was confronted with a devastated Okinawa, heavily bombed during the war. More tragically, his mentor, Soko Kishimoto, had been killed in the Battle of Okinawa in 1945. In the aftermath of the destruction, Shukumine retreated into solitude, dedicating years to rethinking and refining the karate he had learned from his masters, Sadoyama and Kishimoto. During this period of introspection, Shukumine began fusing the martial principles he had developed during his wartime experiences with the classical techniques of Shurite and Tamarite. This combination of tradition and innovation led to the birth of Gensei-ryu, a style that embodies both the wisdom of the past and the adaptability necessary for modern combat. Gensei-ryu emerged as a reflection of Shukumine's journey, both a tribute to the old masters and a testament to the resilience and creativity born out of adversity. His style remains a distinctive blend of fluid motion, deep strategy, and the profound influence of his experiences as a Kaiten pilot during one of history's most challenging periods. In 1949, Shukumine made his first public demonstration of karate, and by 1953, he had officially founded Gensei-ryu. His teachings combined traditional Okinawan techniques with his own innovations, which set Gensei-ryu apart from other karate styles. Shukumine was taught by two prominent masters, Enko Sadoyama and Soko Kishimoto, whose teachings played a significant role in shaping his understanding of martial arts. Drawing from these influences, Shukumine officially introduced the name Gensei-ryu in 1953. The term is composed of three kanji characters, Jin, Sei, and Ryu, which together convey the philosophy of pursuing deep truth and making it clear through form. Shukumine's focus was on adapting movements to be fluid, dynamic, and strategic, influenced in part by his experiences during the war. He continued to teach Gensei-ryu, gaining a following and refining the style. However, in 1962, Shukumine made a significant shift in his martial arts career by founding Taido, a new martial art distinct from karate. After this, he dedicated himself fully to Taido and left the continuation of Gensei-ryu in the hands of his student Kuniko Tosa. Though Shukumine distanced himself from Gensei-ryu, he occasionally provided guidance to his former students, but his main focus remained on Taido. Kuniko Tosa, who had been one of Shukumine's first students, took over the leadership of Gensei-ryu. Under Tosa's guidance, Gensei-ryu continued to grow, while Shukumine's legacy lived on through both Gensei-ryu and Taido, each representing different facets of his martial arts journey. In 1964, Shukumine published his book Shin Karate-do Kaien, in which he describes the techniques and kata. Some of the kata in the book are explained thoroughly, together with pictures. There are many more kata mentioned in this book, however, without pictures. A total of about 44 kata, including Taikyoku Shoden, Tenshin-oka, Wankin, etc. In the book, he mentions the name Gensei-ryu a few times. He referred to the content of the book as being Ko-ryu, which is considered as old tradition or old school. In the book, he added some kata that he created himself: Tenai, Chiai, Jinai, and Sansai. In the book Shin Karate-do Kaien, many kata and techniques and training materials are described. The book implies that Gensei-ryu is based on a combination of this old school or classique karate with the kata naihanchi, basai, and kasenku, with new techniques and the kata tenai, chiai, jinai, and sansai. From the 1960s, Gensei-ryu started to spread also outside Japan. In the mid-1970s, Seiken Shukumine wrote another book, which is now very rare and much less known to most people. The title of this book is translated into English, The Karate Training by Complete Drawing, and has about 200 pages where he describes karate techniques, but also the differences between karate and judo, karate and aikido, karate and taido, etc. In 1988, Seiken Shukumine published another book, this time about Taido. In this book, Taido Garen, he describes the basic principles and techniques of Taido. In the book, he also states that people interested in Gensei-ryu would find important information in his first book, Shin Karate-do Kaien. On November 26, 2001, Seiken Shukumine died of cardiac arrest after a long sickbed. He was 75 years old and left a wife, son, and 2 daughters behind. Kuniko Tosa. Kuniko Tosa, born on January 1, 1932, in Hiroshima, Japan, was a prominent figure in the world of martial arts, particularly known for his leadership in Gensei-ryu Karate. After initially studying judo and kendo, Tosa began his karate journey with Shotokan in 1950. In 1952, he met Seiken Shukumine, the founder of Gensei-ryu, and immediately began training under him. A year later, when Shukumine formally named his style Gensei-ryu in 1953, Tosa became a key student, training at the dojo inside the Japanese Self-Defense Forces base in Tachikawa. In 1962, when Shukumine left Gensei-ryu to create his new martial art, Taido, Kuniko Tosa chose to remain with Gensei-ryu, carrying on the legacy of the style. In 1965, Tosa established a new headquarters for Gensei-ryu in Osaka, Saitama, which became both a dojo and his family residence. This building, even in 2024, continues to serve as the headquarters of Gensei-ryu and is now home to Tosa's son, Kuniko Tosa, who has taken over leadership of the style. Kuniko Tosa's influence on Gensei-ryu extended beyond Japan. In 1959, he founded the Budo Kokai and the Gensei-ryu Karate-do International Federation, expanding the reach of the style internationally. He became the president of both organizations in 1971, a role he held until 2014 when he passed on the leadership to his son, Kuniko Tosa. Tosa held the rank of 9th Dan in Gensei-ryu, the highest rank ever awarded in the style, and was also recognized with an 8th Dan by the Japan Karate-do Federation. Throughout his life, Kuniko Tosa remained dedicated to the preservation and promotion of Gensei-ryu Karate, building a lasting legacy through his teaching, leadership, and the global spread of the style. His contribution to martial arts has been profound, and his dojo, now led by his son, continues to uphold the traditions and values of Gensei-ryu. Kuniko Tosa passed away on February 26, 2021, at the age of 89, leaving behind a rich heritage that continues to thrive under the guidance of the next generation. Key principles of Gensei-ryu. The core philosophy of Gensei-ryu revolves around fluidity, balance, and strategic movement. Unlike many karate styles that emphasize linear attacks, Gensei-ryu practitioners focus on circular motions and dynamic footwork to create more angles of attack and defense. This allows for greater flexibility in combat, enabling a practitioner to respond effectively to different situations. The style also incorporates powerful breathing techniques to harmonize the mind and body, promoting both physical and mental control. The style emphasizes both physical and philosophical aspects, where practitioners strive not only to master techniques, but also to seek deeper understanding and clarity through their training. Gensei-ryu's foundation in Shuri-te and Tamari-te gives it a rich connection to Okinawa's martial heritage, while Shukumine's innovations set it apart with distinctive movements and principles. Throughout its development, Gensei-ryu has maintained its core values, continuing to inspire students with its dedication to precision, self-control, and exploration of profound martial truths. Today, Gensei-ryu is practiced worldwide, honoring the legacy of Seiken Shukumine and his vision of karate as both an art and a way of life. Characteristics of Gensei-ryu. Techniques and training. In terms of techniques, Gensei-ryu includes a wide variety of striking, kicking, and blocking methods, with an emphasis on smooth transitions between offensive and defensive movements. Practitioners are trained to use their entire body in each technique, maximizing the impact while maintaining fluidity. Kata, or forms, play a significant role in Gensei-ryu training, helping students master the principles of timing, precision, and awareness. Seiken Shukumine was also known as a philosopher, and during the war he learned that to do something unanticipated or unexpected is the secret to victory, even in a war between two nations or in a mere personal conflict. In other words, the basic philosophy of Gensei-ryu pursues this idea, which is that how to do unexpected things. Literature. Gensei-ryu Karate-do Kaihen 2 is a book published by Kuniko Tosa in 1984, published by Tokyo Shireido. The book can be obtained by contacting the Tokyo Shireido Company, or by contacting Peter Lee, who is the head of Gensei-ryu in Denmark and Europe. Derivative schools. As Seiken Shukumine went further with his newly thought-out Budo, Taido, other students decided not to follow Seiken Shukumine and went on with karate. But as their former sensei left the world of karate, these students were on their own to further develop their own path, which eventually led to the creation of styles by their schools respectively. This is the case for the following former students of Seiken Shukumine, which eventually made the schools their own styles. Sugamasa Nangu named his teachings Genwa Kai. Norio Kiyama, who first was with Genwa Kai, eventually set out to continue his own perspective on Bogu Kyumite, which he called Ryonkai. In both the creation of Jinwakai as well as Ryonkai, Saitama University played a big role, as well as the alumni karate student union called Seiyonkai. As you can see, Gensei-ryu is a comprehensive martial art that blends tradition with innovation. Its unique approach to movement and technique makes it a powerful and adaptable style, suited for both self-defense and personal development. Whether you're interested in martial arts for fitness, mental discipline, or combat training, Gensei-ryu offers valuable lessons that go beyond physical strength. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating style, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.